Hello dear students. In the last class we were discussing about taxonomical aids. Under that we discussed herbarium, botanical garden, etc. Today let us have a discussion of zoological park. Zoological park. You know, zoological parks are the area where we are going to keep the live wild animals by providing habitat for them, live wild animals. So in zoological park we are going to keep the live wild animals, then under protection of human or in a protected environment under human care. Protected environment under human care. Under human care. Is it clear? So this is called zoological park. Then so what is the advantage of this? We can learn about their behavior. We can learn about their behavior, their food habit, etc. All these things we can learn by the help of this. And the next aid is key. What is a key? It is a device used to identify each species in a group of organisms. So, key is, it is an instrument. So, it's a device which is used, you write this, which is used to identify each species in a group of organisms. In a group of organisms. So my dear students, it's a device which is used to identify each species in a group of organisms. So that is called key. On the basis of, what basis? On the basis of similarities and dissimilarities. On the basis of similarities and dissimilarity. For example, salamander and lizard. Salamander, lizard. One thing you remember, both the salamander and lizard, they are lizard-like organisms. How it appears, how it looks, lizard-like. But this is kept in amphibia. This is kept in reptiles. My question is, why salamander, even though it has a tail like lizard, 4 limbs and hind limbs, why it is kept under amphibia? Because skin. Here it is dry skin, dry skin, it is wet skin. So remember, my dear students, salamander is having wet skin, that means mucilaginous skin, but lizard is having dry skin. Lizard is having dry skin. So that you should remember. But this is the, see, morphology is similarity. So we are going to study the similarities and dissimilarities. Skin type, skin in nature of skin. One is having wet skin and other one is having dry skin. So here we studied both similarities as well as dissimilarities. Both we studied, isn't it? We studied both similarities and dissimilarities. So that is with regard to skin. So it is based on contrasting characters generally in pair. So we study contrasting characters. Contrasting characters. We study contrasting characters generally in a pair. Generally in pair. And each contrasting character is called couplet. Each contrasting character is couplet. Couplet. What is that? This word is important. Each contrasting character is called couplet. So here, skin, dry skin and wet skin are the contrasting characters. So it is one couplet. The skin nature of the skin is one couplet. In the same manner, chimpanzee and human. Dear students, with regard to the brain capacity, it is 96%, genetics of chimpanzee and human beings, we are 96% similar. Don't tell to anybody. So, we are 96% genetically similar. Then whether we can ask a chimpanzee to come here and sit in the classroom, is it possible? No, because there are so many dissimilarities are also there. What are the dissimilarities? Dissimilarities, the presence of body hair. Body hair is present, thick, and no body hair, or less, no body hair. So here the contrasting character is body hair. In one organism it is present, in another organism it is absent. So that is difference. Similarity is genetics. We are 96% similar. So this is another lead or couplet. This is another couplet. Then other than this, each statement in the key is called lead or lead. Each statement in the key is called lead. Is called lead. Then flora, manuals, monographs, and catalogs. flora, manuals, monographs, catalogs. Other than this, key and zoological park, these are all the things which are considered as taxonomical aids. What is flora? What is flora? It is actual account of habitat and distribution of plant species in a given area. Distribution of plant species in a given area. In a given area. Distribution of plant species in a given area is called flora. Then what is manuals? Manuals means record that contain information for identification of names of species found in an area. Record that contain information for identification of species found in an area. So what type of information that a manual may contain? A manual may contain informations like photo of the organism and the habitat where it lives, it prefers to live, and it also contains the information like whether it is nocturnal or diurnal. Nocturnal or diurnal means whether it is active during night time or during daytime, etc., etc. Then monographs, last one. Monographs. My dear students, these monographs are records that contain information on any one taxon. Record that contain information on any one taxon. Any one taxon. Record that contain information on any one taxon. Record that contain information on any one taxon is called monograph. That is called monograph. So, my dear students, you should write down all these points what I wrote now. So, this is the end of this chapter. So, this is the end of this chapter. Now, I'll move on to the next chapter. Now, I will tell you one thing. I am now going to last unit of biology. That is human physiology. I am going to the last unit of biology. That is human physiology. And I am going to take up the topics that are there in that particular unit. Okay? Because human physiology is important because, remember, not only for theory, it is also equally important for your NEET, because 15 questions you may get it from what? You may get it from this unit. 60 marks. It's important for 60 marks. The highest number of questions in first PUC topics that comes from this human physiology. So what is physiology? It's a branch of biology, deals with the study of the functioning of human body. That comes under human physiology. So, physiology is branch of biology, deals with the study of functioning of internal systems of the body. Internal systems of the body. Functioning of internal systems of the body. That is called physiology. Deals with the study of functioning of internal systems. What are the internal systems? Comes under this. That is digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion, nervous system, endocrine system, these are all the various physiological systems that comes under human physiology. So, digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion, nervous system, endocrine system. Is it clear? Now, my dear students, now, just listen. I'll go to the next aspect, that is digestion. This is a new chapter that you are going to study. First chapter. That is digestion and absorption. Digestion and absorption. So what is, before going to that, we should know the definition of nutrition. Don't write this. These two things, this is an introduction. You start writing from here itself. Okay? You start writing from digestion and absorption. From that concept onwards, you start writing the notes. Okay? So what is nutrition? It is the getting and utilization of energy-rich nutrients. Getting and utilization of energy-rich nutrients. Energy-rich nutrients. Getting and utilization. That's also important. Not only getting, but also the organism should have the ability to utilize it. Then energy-rich nutrients. It's also called nutrient substances by the organism. It's also commonly called food. Food consists of carbohydrates, proteins and lipids. Carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins, and food provides Energy for life activities. Energy for life activity. My question is, what are the life activities? Life activities includes, I'll give some examples. For example, the life activity means it includes maintaining body temperature, you may ask, why it is important, sir? Our body temperature is very important because of this body temperature, we are protected from 90% of the pathogens. Keep it in your mind. We are protected ourselves from the attack of 90% pathogens because of our body temperature. Thank God. We have a particular body temperature, and for maintaining that body temperature, we require food. And we require food for growth. Growth. Physical as well as mental growth. Both are important. Physical and mental growth. Both are important. So growth, for growth. And is growth is enough? No. Our body can be damaged. There might be some wounds, injuries to the skin, rupturing of the skin. Then it has to do repairing mechanisms. For that also it requires energy. And we are all deathly sure, my dear students, we are not able to survive in this world for a long period. One or the other day, death is sure. So, every organism wants to continue its generation. So, in this situation, how it continues its generation? By reproduction. For that also it requires energy in terms of food. So, reproduction. These are all some of the examples. Energy for life activities. So, food, it provides energy for our life activities. And as I told you, it provides materials for growth. Materials for growth. It provides materials for growth. Then it's also important, maintains body temperature. Then repairing, I already told you all these things. So you write down those. The energy for life activities, why it is needed. It is needed for all these things. It is needed for all these things. One is maintaining body temperature, growth, physical and mental growth, repairing mechanism, and reproduction. Now, human digestive system. Human digestive system. It has following different parts. It has following different parts. One is called alimentary canal, and it is associated with two parts. You should write as it is. One is human alimentary canal. Alimentary canal and digestive glands. digestive glands. So, these are all, we come across various parts. One is called mouth and esophagus, so pharynx, esophagus, it is also called food pipe, and also it consists of stomach. The next part is stomach. And small intestine, large intestine, anus. The glands which are associated are salivary gland, second one is a gastric gland, liver, pancreas, and intestinal gland. So my dear students, alimentary canal has following different parts. One is called mouth or buccal cavity, or after mouth the cavity comes, that is called buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. Digestive glands are salivary gland, gastric gland, liver, pancreas, intestinal gland. These are all the different glands which are associated with digestive